you're originally from Texas, born, but then you moved to where again? I'm just trying to get like a.
I was born in Texas. I didn't spend not a day down there.
Okay.
I was born and my mama jumped straight on a plane back to Virginia. So I'm originally from Virginia.
That's what it is. Like when I went to college in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And people would be like, "Oh, I'm from." I'll say I'm from Richmond. They're like, "Oh, VA." I'm like, "No, CA, bro. It's a different. It's a different thing completely." So I always literally went when I left out of California, I started to hear that so much, so I kind of built up this resentment. I'm like, "Nah, it's CA, not VA, man." Like
CA, but I fell into that trap too. Like I would hear like Master P, early No Limit. He shout out Richmond. I'm like, oh shoot, you don't know what? Like, nah, it's the Richmond and Cali. I'm like, dang.
You watched that Versus?
Yeah, I watched the Versus.
The No Limit, and what was it, Cash Money?
Unpopular opinion, man. It was bad. To me, it was bad.
It was a bunch of old folks.
Yeah, man. You and me an ex, honestly. But it's like, bro.
Man, Versus had people in a chokehold. When I saw like some of my family members, like, oh, I'm doing a little Versus party at the crib, and they treating it like it's the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh shit. But like, I mean, that was just that time. The pandemic, people was like, man, I mean, the pandemic either made you or broke you. Like, so many people like propelled their careers, but some people were just like they just fell into a spiral. I feel like that's when I started posing because I used to be like anti-social media for a very long time. I never thought I would be on camera as much as I am now.
Look, I'm the same way, bro. I didn't start content creating around the pandemic. Actually, during the pandemic, I was in the car, so I was like building Monte Carlos. I was a complete opposite.
Oh yeah, now we definitely go get into that towards like the tail end. Let me just go ahead and kick it off, man. All right, what's going on, man? It's your boy Kloth, and I'm back with another video, man. Look, if I'm not starting, so I'm not going nowhere. And this is gonna be another segment of Kloth Talk. Now, again, Kloth Talk is just where I'm grabbing the archetypes from Hypebeast and Complex, and it's all talking about sneakers, fashion, all that jazz that I love talking about, and I bring people on who have these same passions. Now, our guest today, man, you could say he's a sneaker enthusiast, a sneaker connoisseur. At the moment, I think his camera's froze.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
There we go. Man, I'm like, yo, I'm here.
I'm over here doing the introduction. I was like, I think his camera's frozen. you just sitting there like, but we got none other than my boy, Plenty Hardaway, brother. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I appreciate the invite, man. I'm feeling good today. Feeling rejuvenized, man.
Rejuvenized on a little.
Shout out to them Dodgers, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them
Dodgers. I'm not. So I don't know if I told you. I'm not into sports. I know just enough to keep a conversation going. But after I think my not knowing anything about sports to start showing about once it starts changing like 2 to 3 topics, yeah, I'm gonna probably just back out. You might see me just disappear in the conversation. But yeah, no, that I know what's his name, Shohei Ohtani or what's his name?
Ohtani.
Yeah, nah, everybody talk about him like he Jordan of baseball right now.
Man, if it to pitch. Like strikeout, like you pitching like at the top of the line, and then to go hit like Barry Bonds, like come on, B, nasty.
Yeah.
I had a live earlier this year. We were talking about Bo Jackson and Deion, like two-way athletes, like baseball, football. I think Ohtani is like the closest that we gonna get in this generation to something like that. Like
really, he really like that.
Yeah, like that, bro.
They say baseball changed when they stopped letting them do drugs.
Yeah, man. Good old days, man. Steroids. I miss that. I miss that.
All right, cool, man. We're gonna go ahead and just jump into these articles because I'm very interested in your content journey and all that. So we're gonna get into that more towards the back end. But let's go ahead and just knock out this first article. All right, cool. This article title reads: Balenciaga unveils the City sneaker, a fusion of iconic house codes. You know, readings are whatever. before we actually talk about this sneaker, I always try to use these articles as a way to kind of probe and get other answers. So, like in your area, in Virginia, you know, take me back to like early days, let's say middle school, high school. What are like the main sneakers you knew if you was gonna walk outside, you saw these sneakers?
Of course, I'm a man of a certain age. I'm 33, so coming up in that late 90s, early 2000s, you already know what we seen, man. Like Air Force Ones. Okay. You saw a lot of fusions. You saw you know, fake Jordans with the SpongeBob. I was a victim of some of that. But yeah, basically the same stuff you would see in New York, a bunch of Timbs. Like Virginia was like a melting pot. Like you would get a lot of stuff from the up north / East Coast, and then you would get every now and then some stuff from the South. So like felines you would see, but yeah, it's just regular stuff.
Oh, so it was like a healthy mixture. It wasn't like just one thing was dominating the scene at that time.
But Air Force Ones was
okay.
My whole childhood. It definitely dominated. Mids, highs, you name it.
Yeah, I wasn't ever really a big Air Force dude. Like I probably had in my entire life 4 pairs of Air Forces. One was gifted to me. Others were just like random occasions, but I've never really got into like the Air Force thing. And I know like that was a big thing, but like where I'm from, it was like the Jordans was like what mattered. You wasn't rocking Jordans, you better not show up to school. And if you was rocking Jordans, you had to make sure they was real, because if they found out they weren't real, you basically had to transfer schools. Like there's no way you could stay there. It was over with.
And I think to your point, like that built a lot of resentment. Like as far as my taste goes now towards Air Force Ones, like we got into it about those Yachties. Like first of all, it's already Air Force One, and then you throw that color on it, it's like, nah, bro. I'm not feeling it.
That sneaker of the year, in my opinion, I ain't gonna lie.
A lot of people say. Like I said, I'm not a hater. I'm kind of conflicted on doing my sneaker of the year this year, because it's on one hand you have to do things that have an impact in the culture, like as far as brick by bricks, metallic fives, stuff that has actual impact. But on the same token, like I don't like, it's some shoes I don't like that other people do. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. I might have to do 2 lists.
Yeah, do like a hype beast list that everybody would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then also like my personal list. This isn't like sponsored back by anything, because that complex list was composed of like 90% Nikes. And that's just kind of insane to me, because it was some dogs out here like New Balance. There's not a like New Balance, Solomon, Adidas, like it was nothing.
J Tips dropped what 5 sneakers this year?
Yeah, nah, they was getting some corporate money.
You already know, bro. Grease in them pockets.
All right, so bringing it back to this article, how do you feel in general about luxury fashion houses making sneakers? I feel like this is a very like blurred line that kind of happened, like especially when like Virgil, Salehi, and Kanye West kind of got in the scene, and they was being invited to all these fashion houses making sneakers for them. So how do you feel about fashion houses like Balenciaga, like a Louis Vuitton, making like just streetwear sneakers, let's say?
Honestly, to me, it feels like they tried to capitalize at the perfect time on sneaker culture, and then they just kept going. But for me, I really try not. I try to stay away from like Balenci, all that Dior, all the other stuff, because for one thing, it's too high. It is way too high, and to me, it doesn't hold value. Like for me, it doesn't hold value. Like it doesn't mean much to me. So I would just be buying it just to impress other people, and I think that's what a lot of people are actually doing. Like with the Louis Vuittons, it's a couple Louis V collabs that I appreciate, like the Timbs. The Timbs are hard, but it's like certain stuff, man. You don't need that.
Yeah, and it's like there's a degree of the sneaker is good, but like at a certain point, the price point, you're not paying for anything premium. It's either just gonna be leather, which that could be the same leather that could be on a Jordan, or unless you got a farm somewhere in Italy and the person that's making these shoes, like for the most part, there's only so much quality that could be fit into a sneaker to where it starts to not make sense anymore for you to pay that price. And I feel like
what's the retail price on this right here?
I think these was I ain't gonna lie to you. These was crazy, bro.
825, my boy. You got me.
They were crazy, bro. I just seen some sneakers yesterday when I was live. I saw the Mason Margielas. They did like a deconstructed like Converse looking shoe. I was like $1,200. What the fuck am I paying for? What am I paying for? I don't understand it. But
yeah, that's my main thing with designer stuff, bro. And it's like you can always find a cheaper alternative. Like what we looking at right here. These are absolutely horrible to me. Before I go any further, these are like Robin Hood shoes. Steal from the rich, give to the needy. You get a Puma. What's that? The Speed Cat.
Speed Cat. Hell yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
You still good. Get you a Speed Cat.
Hey, and find you some real artsy, crafty person and put the little studs on there for you. You got the Balenciagas at home. You just don't even know it yet. We got them at the crib. Now, these are actually like, and this is a brand that I've said on multiple occasions. I don't really support this brand in any capacity, especially after their whole scandal back in like 2000. What was that, 23? I think that was 2023 or 2022. The whole thing with like the child and like BDSM thing. Like I was like, yeah, brother. Once you start doing weird shit with kids, you've lost a customer me forever. Like I was never a customer, but like you've lost me completely.
A potential customer.
But yeah, these ain't worth nothing. Ain't gonna lie.
Got a weird case. Why are they around?
Because even if these was like 125, let's bring it down to like the Speed Cat level. Like they're still not even attractive enough to buy them then. Like it just, but I know people go rock these and trying to stun on the gram. Oh, you ain't got these. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like that's like a coming of age thing. I don't really care anymore about like, I'm studying for myself. I ain't really studying for the gram.
Exactly, bro. If you gram is something I like. Genuinely.
Nah. Facts. That's a big facts. I will say though, just because I would be a hypocrite if I didn't bring it up. Them Louis Vuitton Air Forces, that's where luxury for me is like, okay, I can kind of get it now. Like I can see it, but that's literally it. Nobody else has done it to where I'm like, damn, I low-key want those. Nobody. Dior, Louis Vuitton. I mean, not Louis Vuitton, but Dior, Gucci. Because I know Gucci had that period of time where like they were selling the shoes that kind of look like the Stan Smiths, and people was rocking those. But yeah, I think Louis Vuitton is the only company that has made me look at a luxury fashion house sneaker and be like, damn, I low-key kind of want them joints.
Speaking of that, how you feel about the because honestly, I think this is very derivative of the Samba. How do you feel about the Samba making a comeback, man, and making some of these other brands get deeper in their bag and like, man, you know, we got Sambas over here.
This is what I'll say about the Samba. I tried it out. There's a review on my page. It doesn't make sense to me why people are buying these in bulk because it's not a comfortable shoe. Personally, it was not comfortable. And I wear test my shoes. Like I wear them for like a week, or like I put in multiple hours so like I have a full understanding. They're not as comfortable as people are making them seem. But I will say, I gotta give credit where credit's due. The Wales Bonners, the multiple collabs they had with that shoe, the different like textures, prints, and everything you gotta give them credit. They definitely had a banger shoe, especially like during 2024, banger shoe. I'm just not a fan of it.
The last Samba I bought was the Bad Bunny. Is that a Samba? I think so.
Let me see.
Where is it? I got it in here somewhere, but
what color is it? Blue?
It's I wanted the blue one. It's the white one. It's white and all white.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last Samba I bought, and I respect that on that collab they actually gave you the option to change out midsoles. So it's got like a regular midsole, and then it's like a drop-in one that's got like a little bit more comfort for you. And it reminded me a lot of like a Nike Kobe, like the Kobe with the drop-in midsole. So that was fire to me. But I do agree with you. Them things not comfortable unless you like weigh 120, like we was talking about earlier.
when you got a little weight on you gotta start going a little bit.
You gotta weigh out.
Also, because what size shoe you wear?
12, 11 and a half.
Those
12.
probably look like, because it's like the shoe itself is super flat and it's like elongated paws, and like it probably just looks crazy as well.
Yeah, that's me.
But yeah, no, this, I mean, rightfully so. The Samba definitely had its moment. The Samba definitely was a very iconic silhouette, because like I always gauge a success of a sneaker based on like, if I'm in a real world, if I'm in a different state and I'm seeing a shoe pop up more often than not, I'm like, okay, like it's a real thing. Like people are actually rocking these outside. So I saw the Samba a ridiculous amount of times. So yeah.
Same here, bro.
What we giving these? As a whole, 1 out of 10, what we giving the Balenciaga Speedcat Samba?
I say probably the best colorway is that silver one.
I like that gray.
Nah.
Wait.
I don't know.
The metallic, or this is the
metallic one, yeah. That silver surfer colorway probably the best one, but it's still like a 3. 3 out of 2.
3 out of 2. Personally, I think this colorway to me is like a little bit like it's the one that's taking the edge over the other ones. You was a little bit more generous than I'm going to be. These are trash. These like a 2, bro. These are a 2. Like there's like no real innovation into the sneaker. It's basically like you said. I feel like it's a culmination of different sneakers, and they just got Balenciaga on it. So like, no, I don't. This is not creative. This isn't new. This isn't different. It just feels very.
And then it don't look like it's comfortable worth at all.
Yeah, like so nothing. And I mean, a little separation happening at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna stop grilling. Them. But yeah, these are not great, especially paying for an $825. No, I'm not coughing up half my rent for no damn Balenciaga sneakers.
Who better?
All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and jump into this next article. All right, so this article title reads, Sale Strikes Undefeated Nike Air Max 95. Now, I think they announced these, or I think Lil Yachty unveiled these at Complex Con. But how do you feel about the Undefeated Fours coming back? Before we get into this. How did you feel about that?
Contrary to popular belief, when the Undefeated Fours came back out, I wasn't excited because like that era, like I said, I started collecting shoes 2010, 2011. I really didn't know much about the Undefeated 4 except that it was unobtainable all of these years. It was rare. Of course, the resale value was crazy. Like these was going for what, 50,000, 60,000, something like that. I mean, it was a cool colorway, but I wasn't, I said I'm gonna go for him, which I did, and had a horrible experience. By the way, you can check that out on my channel. That was a crazy saga, but I've always supported Undefeated though. Undefeated's got some dope pieces. They have every release on their website. So before then I've always been a supporter of Undefeated.
What? And I don't ever know. Like something you said just made me think of this. What justifies a sneaker going to that price? 60,000, 70,000. I've seen people buy some sneakers for $100K. What in your mind, even like being a rational person you are, what justifies a sneaker having that much hype?
Just exclusivity. I think when the original Undefeated 4 released, it was 80 pairs, something like that. 70, 80 pairs in total. And of course, it was the first Jordan brand collab, so that made it jump up as well. So I think it's just people like, I gotta have this. I have to have this shoe. I've never seen a shoe that I need that bad to where I'm putting that kind of money down. Nor do I ever think I will. But yeah, some people went out here and did it, and yeah, more power to them. But not me, not the kid.
So one more question before we get to these 95s. Do you think exclusivity plays a role into sneaker like culture currently? Because I feel like back then, one, people weren't getting collabs like that, and if it was getting like one or two, and they was moving on to the next person. Like it was way more exclusive back then, but like everything now is like people get this partnership. One person might get 20 shoes, Travis Scott, and then you know, things of that nature. So like, do you feel like exclusivity is needed in sneaker culture, or do you think it's like a burden, let's say?
I wouldn't say it's a burden. I do think it is needed because, I mean, you know, whether we admit it or not, everybody want to be like, yo, I'm popping out with these. Everybody want to get their New York on. I give New York a hard time, but they are really like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't seen these, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got these right here. You heard? I'm the only one on the block with these. So limitability definitely plays a part in a sneaker's value. Like, what was it? I just bought it earlier this year. Oh, the Steel 10. I'm looking right at the Steel 10. When we got word that these were coming back with the toe cap. People hated the toe cap. People were like, why would Jordan do this? That shoe was ugly. It's this, and this. Man, when that shoe dropped on Sneakers app, sold out 4 minutes. Bruh. And the resale, I think the highest it went up to was about $500. So but which if it was like a general release, it'd probably still be sitting right now. That was what, May, March, June, or something like that. But if it released like as a GR, it'd probably still be sitting. So like it's like a lot of GRs this year that we got. It just seemed like they were bricks, quote unquote, which you know, I like having being able to walk into a store, try a shoe on, and you know, make my decision that way compared to, all right, well, I'm gonna just shoot for any size and hopefully it fit. And yeah, it's just I think the sneaker culture is in a better space currently, in my opinion.
Yeah, I say that because, like, you know, the whole, like, when I was growing up, 96, you know, that's like still a time where like people was, obviously I wasn't like born before, like, I was born in 96, so I was buying sneakers like around like the early 2000s. Like that's what people still going, like, get raffles from the store, being able to go into a store, put some shoes on and like test it out beforehand. And I feel like there's like a thin line between like exclusivity is needed and then also like making something so exclusive to where like only like celebrities get it. Is like making sure we don't cross that boundary where like only celebrities and only the top of echelon like influencer are getting it, because it also makes it look like that's lame. Like that looks corny to me. Like y'all only made 10 shoes for these people. It's kind of just like, it gets kind of weird. But I understand wanting exclusivity, but like for the people who really want the fucking shoes at the end of the day, like the people who want.
Speaking of Travis Scott, you brought him up, and the Undefeated Four. When we got word that they were coming back, Travis Scott took to his Instagram to shit on the general population. He said OG or nothing, and he showed his old pair that he probably paid $80,000 for.
Got beat over the head for it.
I beat over the head, and you're not even gonna be able to wear it. So it's stuff like that. Like exclusivity is made for people like that, the gatekeepers or the you know, like you said, the celebrities. But it was just funny to me that he took to Instagram to let y'all know, like, yo, I got one of them ones. Y'all just getting the retro. When in all actuality, like, really, I mean, we the ones that's winning. You get a shoe that's worth 60, 80K for 220, 240. I mean, why not? You can't beat it.
Yeah, it's a again, I understand it. It's like when you have something that's like near and dear, it's like, oh damn, like these really the ones. But then it's like, why are you mad that they're coming out? You have the OGs, like you have the OG pair still. That has nothing to do with your pair at all. Like this is a re-release, so people are gonna know it's a re-release. You got the OG pair. Why are you taking time out of your day to be like, oh nah, y'all ain't got this shit? It's like, man, come on, bro. You're not even
That's
like
doodle man for you. That's doodle man theory right there.
All right. So back to this 95. How are we feeling about this 95?
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Gucci. Like they tried. Like they try to make a Gucci. It's clean, but I don't think it's something I would go for. But something I will go for. They showed a whole lot of other 95s that they're doing with Undefeated. It's like a neon. It's basically everything we got this year is just Undefeated, like right here, like along the waves. I do want that neon because that's one shoe right there that I need. And look, speaking of exclusivity, they dropped the neon earlier this year, and just the floodgates fell open. This was limited, and now everybody needed them. When
they doing these ones?
Yep.
Or no? Are these ones?
Yep, they doing a bunch of 95s. Matter of fact, it's right there on Hypebeast.
Where at? Right here?
No, go back. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, okay.
I would grab those. I mean, it's a neon with Undefeated on it. I mean, but
yeah,
the neons were always retro. They're always heavily retro. I think about like every 4 to 6 years they're retro. The last retro was not like this one. Like this one, now they're reselling like $425, $500 in my size. It's like where did all of this hype come from? It's crazy.
Yeah. And I feel like the 95 got forgot about for a cool little minute. But then like they had like the Cortez 95s, and they had like there's one other one I'm thinking of. They had the Yu-Gi-Oh joints. The 95 has been getting some mad attention this year, and I ain't mad at it because they've been doing some solid ones. Like they're not just putting out BS; they putting out solid collabs.
Yeah, it's the 30th anniversary, and that's just credit to Nike, bro. Like they found a couple of like Cortez. Salute to them; they've been doing their thing. They'll team up with Cortez, drop a collab, get the people going. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we see the 95s, and then okay, we're gonna drop these on you for the anniversary. So that's just a nod to, a salute to their marketing team, and just them doing their thing.
Yeah, I think personally, because I just brought it up, personally, the Yu-Gi-Oh joints not being in the top 10 is crazy to me. That was execution done perfectly.
Yeah, they executed it.
Perfect. That is how you do a rollout. That's how you do a campaign with the box, the card, like the magazine. Like, bro, everything about that was just like,
and they made them limited. So
I need those, but people are doing some dumb shit with those.
Man, have you looked at the resale lately on those?
Last time I seen a pair on Grail that was trying to sell it for $1,200. Let me see what it is now.
Oh, Lord.
Let me see what they're doing for it now.
Do you trust getting shoes off of Grail?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like it's certain shoes, only certain shoes.
Yeah.
But I don't really trust. Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
The only reason I asked that, I seen one of my Grails, pun intended. It was a Kobe 6 Grinch on Grail.
Oh, okay.
But the price was, I don't know, it was a little too low. But anyway, I'm gonna hold it down till my man get back. Free my man's creative Kloth. Greg, I love you. Hold it down. You pulled a plenty just now.
Man, bro, we need 803 in here, bro, to fix this shit. Damn, what would you say? My bad. I ain't clicked out this shit.
I was talking about, it was a pair of Kobe 6 Grinches on Grail, but the price was too good to be true. It was like, I think $550, and for that shoe, it's like, yeah, that's a steal. That's a steal and a half. But I just don't know if I feel like I can trust Grail. Like, it says authenticity guaranteed, but I don't know. I don't think they got an eBay girl up in there like the girl at SneakerCon that's gonna sniff my shoe, that's gonna say it's cut to the touch, and it's a go. But yeah.
So it's a interesting, because I made this video on my YouTube channel about like, are fake sneakers currently in right now? Because like, I don't know if you've seen like them TikTok videos where dudes like DH Gay sneaker haul, and it's like I spent $500 and like these are all the unique sneakers that I got. I'm just like, damn, like back in the day, bro, like you would get roasted into infinity. You would never be able to live that down. And like now people are like openly talking about fake sneakers. So like, of course I gotta ask you,
Man,
how do you feel about fake sneakers?
man, to honestly, to your point, I'm gonna talk about your point first. Fake sneakers are definitely more accepted nowadays, which is crazy to me. There's a whole community on YouTube. I'm not shouting out anybody, but there's a guy in my chat. Salute to J Nate. J Nate goes, he makes it his mission to go to these people's pages and say, man, what y'all doing is blasphemy. It's a disgrace to the sneaker culture. How could you do this? And like, they are making content out of him. They're like, yo, just because you paid retail price and we save money, what does that got to do with actually we coming out better than you? You look like the dumb. Like, they are making content out of this man. And I'm like, bro, leave them alone. They are gonna buy fakes regardless. And yeah, it's just crazy. Like you said, growing up, boy, you rocking fakes, you getting clowned into oblivion. You almost got to change schools. You got to change your whole persona, because they're gonna remind you, hey, wasn't you the dude like 3 years ago? You had that fake, that foo-foo on? And like, yeah, seeing what it is now, and also like the quality of the fakes now. The quality has gone up. You almost cannot tell the difference. Like, it's some that even pass on these apps, like these apps where you take pictures. Like, I've seen fakes go through on there. So it's definitely crazy out here. But me personally, I'm not, bro. If I can't afford it, I ain't gonna have it. That's like the jellyfish resale right now. I need a pair of jellyfish in my life. For real, if you're watching this, I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? So he already got the plug. So I'm sure Pharrell is probably watching this. Hook us up with a pair of the jellyfish. And I do mean us, me and Greg. But if I ain't got the bread, I don't need it. I've modeled my whole life after that. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I ain't trying to keep up with the Kloths. Like, bro, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. That's how I feel.
The funny thing about fakes is, bro, you couldn't even even if you was in a roast, like you wasn't even in the roasting battle and people was roasting, you start laughing a little too hard. I know you ain't laughing with them fake shoes you got. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, I know the person with the fake shoes ain't talking. It's like, oh my god, because I've rocked a pair of fake shoes and found out later on in the day that they was fake, and I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Man, I got so many stories about rocking fakes growing up. I'll tell one. My dad's from Philly. My dad had a store when I was growing up. He had a not retail store. He sold clothes and he sold incense. You know, he was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So my dad, man, Pops gave me a pair of Timberlands. This is when Tim's was hot. Tim's was on fire, early 2000s. So I'm like, man, I need a pair of Tim's. Man, everybody got them. Woo. He's like, all right, son. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So he gives me a pair. He give me a pair of these Timbs, and I'm rocking them to school. I'm like, yeah, B, I'm gonna kill him. I had the nice little plaid shirt on. I threw it on with him. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I get to school. I look at everybody else's Timbs. Everybody else's Timbs light. They got that light wheat color. Mine's is orange. Mine's is orange Timbs. I'm like, oh shoot. So everybody at school is like, yo, where you get your, you got the Timbs? I'm like, yeah, you know, I gotta go. But what was funny was the dude in my school that was known for rocking fakes. He comes up, he like, yo, where you get them from? I got called out from somebody that rocked fakes.
Damn. You built up his credibility.
Man, I took him home and I threw them away. I burned them in the garbage. I said, no, never again.
I'll tell a story. Do you remember that streetwear brand Pink Dolphin? I don't know if that ever made it.
Nice. Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I had a few pieces that was from Pink Dolphin, and I had this strap back, rocked it everywhere, faithfully. It was like a cream color, then it had like a wheat color brim, rocked it everywhere. And then my cousin wore it to school one day and he didn't tell me. And I'm like, bro, you see my hat? He's like, yeah, I'm rocking it. I'm like, all right, cool. He come back home from school. He like, here, bro. I'm like, what? He's like, it says Pink Dolphin, not Dolphin. I said, oh my God, I've been rocking this hat. I've been rocking this hat all year. Yeah, nah, fakes, bro. You'll get murdered for it, bro. It's insane. But to your point earlier, that girl that be doing like the sniff test and all that, and like at the little conventions. If it gets down, I will say this for the people that rock fakes. If it gets down to, oh yeah, these don't smell like they real. At that point, they're real sneakers. I don't know how to tell you that they're fake. Yeah. If I can't distinguish between the leather, the material, the upper, like all that, and I get down to, yeah, I know these fake because they don't smell like the original. They're real shoes at the end of the day. Yeah, I can't say nothing to you because who's getting down and smelling your sneakers? Now,
and bro, I don't even know the difference in smell. Like I'm not, well, granted, I don't buy fakes to compare and contrast, but I just like if I smell shoes, I mean, I don't know, like what would a fake smell like?
But then we also, I mean, we still waiting to see what the verdict is because like places like Cool Kicks, and places like even like Stock X sometimes gets called out for letting fake slip through, and like, are they in on the slipping through, or like have they known they've been selling fake sneakers? So it's like it's an interesting game. I feel like I personally try to go after shoes. I'm not like, ain't nobody making a fake of this shoe. Ain't no way y'all making a fake of this.
I thought the same thing on as far as Stock X, but some of the shoes you think like you good on, like the most fake. I think the most fake shoe on Stock X was an Adidas. It was like an Adidas Campus. It's like what? Yeah, they put out a list, I think earlier last year or late last year. It was like a Campus. It was a New Balance, the 2002 R. It was something else, but it was like shoes you would think, oh, okay, I'm good. Ain't nobody worried about this. And it's like, lo and behold.
Damn, like that?
Yep.
I didn't even see that. Oh, Adidas Campus, Adidas Samba.
Yep.
New Balance 2002 R.
Yep.
Multiple Yeezy models. Oh, I could believe that wholeheartedly. Yeah. Yeezys were getting sold at Targets. They was popping up everywhere. That's crazy. I ain't never see this list.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. All right, back to the 95. We didn't guys.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, nah, I'm not a fan of it. It feels too simple. And y'all know, if y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all know I like unique. I like stand out. I like something new. Although Undefeated is great, Nike's great, the 95 is great. This personally is not great, in my opinion. And it just feels like luster because you turn it over. Like this just feels like y'all just put whatever together. like I could have. I don't even know how to draw. I feel like I could have drew this up myself.
Well, yeah, like you said, it's like luster. The most innovative thing they did was put the white air bubbles.
Yeah, and that kind of looked like when you go to an apartment and you're apartment hunting, you could tell they just paint over the old. It's a dead cockroach over the paint. Let's go ahead and like paint over this real quick.
They ain't gonna know that. They ain't gonna know.
Yeah, nah, these are. I don't even know what they could have done to make it different either. Like what would save this per se?
Maybe green bubbles.
Yeah, like I think even seeing Undefeated in the bubble would be like a unique aspect of it.
I say like a red bubble, Undefeated in there, like a red bubble right here, green bubble, red bubble. That's how I would do it. And then throw some color on there, man.
Yeah, it's too basic. This feels like almost like the Fila Destroyer back in like 2014, 2015.
Yeah, throw some color on there, man. Y'all can do better.
Yeah.
I say it's mid.
But I always say this though, like there's always gonna reach a point with people who've had multiple collabs with a company. There's always gonna reach a point where they're gonna put something out and it's like, yep, there goes a smirch. Or like there goes like the mark on like their track record. Like it's gonna happen eventually. So
I ain't trying to bash nobody. I know you got a lot of people on your platform. You can edit this out if you want to, but I felt that way about Joe Freshgoods when he dropped that all red New Balance and the all blue New Balance. I'm like, come on, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yo, we giving you a year, man. You got to come up with something for this 990 V6. We need something real quick. You know what I'm saying? We giving you some time. We need something. We got to promote this. He like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do a blue one and a red one.
but to his
that's his only one. Like you said, that's the only one.
To his credit, though, what I do like is had those sneakers already dropped, I promise you that conversation would have been had about that sneaker being in the top 10. Like that new pair, that black and like that cream color, like with the bro, had those dropped already, those would have easily. It's the New Balance 2010. That's the silhouette.
Yep.
Those are gonna, like, when those drop, it's gonna be hard as hell to get those. It's gonna be ridiculous trying to cop those shoes. But I feel you though. And I think it's what's crazy about sneakers is, and we talked about this on live on your page. It's like I don't have to agree with everything being fire. I feel like that honestly like makes you seem like less of a credible source if you just like, oh yeah, this is fire. Everything they do is great. You can have like that's probably not his best work in my opinion.
Yeah,
I've seen better for him. So like I'm always gonna have like, if it's good, it's good. If it ain't good, I'm gonna tell you it ain't good. Maybe I could change the wording, make it a little softer.
Trash. Basura.
But I don't know if anyone from Undefeated will ever see this. So like, yeah, no, y'all did bad on these, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I just gotta keep it real these days. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this next article. All right, so this article title reads Supreme X Wu Tang Clan Fall 2025 collaboration. Now we just go through it. We go give our opinions on the piece, and then we go keep it pushing. It's 40 pictures, so we probably gonna have to do it pretty quick. But before we even get into that, you know, we a little different in style. So like, are there brands that you like heavily shop? Because I have like 4 to 5 brands that I know without a shadow of a doubt I could find a piece and I could pick something up. So like, I'm curious, like, where do you shop currently?
Probably be Polo, Ralph Lauren.
Okay. I mean that's
layup. Where else? I'm into a lot of streetwear. So Supreme probably would be on that list. What's another one? I'm drawing a blank right now. But
so mostly really, like streetwear, no like high-end fashion or like
nah.
Got you. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this first picture. I mean, a little too busy for my taste.
Yeah, this kind of look a little Bama-ish right here.
Yeah, there's like an age demographic that I feel like this like solely targets like that 25 and down. I think they rocking this a little better than I could, almost touching 30. So
yeah. My thing is with being a sneakerhead, of course you want to have the sneakers on, but you also want to look presentable. And I feel like this right here is doing a little too much. Like you look kind of Bama-ish. I always want to avoid being Bama-ish. Now I can see with just the jacket, but the pants too is crazy.
You said Bamish?
No, Bama-ish. You ain't never heard that term before?
No. What's that?
Dressing like a Bama. You know, all like say you come out with the Galaxy phone posits and you got an all Galaxy fit on. That's Bama.
Oh, okay. Is that VA lingo or is that just?
I guess it'd be from the South.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard that.
Dressing like a Bama. I had to see Bamas.
Yeah, no, this is a little too busy for me. I see what you're saying though. Without the pants, the jacket, I could probably get away with it. I could I could find something, but with the pants, a little too busy for me. I mean, the jacket hard though. I can't this jacket hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, this dropped. What was it? 2 days ago. And this jacket is already reselling for $1,000.
Supreme is back. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They've been on this year alone. They've been killing it. Like, you know, obviously I love the brand Jabot, so they had the Jabot thing with Supreme. They had the the Spike Lee joint this year. They had
that was crazy.
What was it? I forget his name. That New York rapper. Is it Max B?
Yeah, Max B.
Yeah, they had the. Yeah, I saw people like they was lining up. They was like, "Hey, name 5 of his songs and rap it right now, or you gotta get a line." I was like, "Damn."
Hey, that's how it should be though. Like, come on, bro. A lot of them be resellers out there. You ain't even heard of Max B's verse.
This decent, simple enough. I like the aesthetic of it. This is a solid piece. What you thinking?
Yeah, I rock with it.
Yeah, no, that's solid. Oh yeah, that's hard. That's
fire.
hard.
That's fire right there.
Is there now with your fashion taste? Is there a sense of like when a print becomes like too much, like it's too much print on the front and like the back, and like like is there like a limit that you reach? Because like for me, I typically wouldn't go for it, but like I feel like the design of it is good, but like I don't like things that like have too much on it, like too many words, too many like objects, and like it starts to get cluttered. But I feel like they did this well.
Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. And a good example is this Kendrick Lamar hoodie I'm wearing right now because it's a little chilly. But like the back, it has a lot going on, but it's to the point where they did it the right way. But typically I try to avoid too much going on. Like you say, simplicity is better, bro. Simplicity is key in my opinion.
Most definitely. Yeah, no, this hard though. This tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Too much. Way too much. I mean, yeah, no, that's too much. I can't even do it. That's way too much too.
Now that's a lot, but I kind of respect the way they did the colors. Like I'm also a color guy, if you haven't noticed, but like I like how they put the blues and the yellow. You can't miss with blue and yellow.
Yeah,
as you see here today.
Honestly, you can't. Blue and yellow, and also green and yellow, filthy combo.
Yeah,
it's so much green and yellow in my closet. It's actually disgusting.
Yeah, I like that color to offset some of that Killer Bee stuff they got going on.
Yeah, just the bottoms would have to be super simple, and the sneakers would have to be super simple for me to even like consider doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just too much.
Yeah, that's tough right there.
That's hard. That's hard. I mean, that's like the typical Supreme logo hit with the image. That's tough
right there.
That's tough. Protect your neck. Oh yeah, nah. Come on now.
Bread and butter.
Beanie. I'm not a fan. That's the same hoodie from before. I rock with the hoodie. This beanie, like this hit is just too big, personally. You much of a beanie person?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Love beanies. Hey,
more like a bucket hat.
Funny story. When I moved from Virginia to North Carolina, where I'm at now, I had my first job. I was wearing a beanie. The guy was like, "We don't allow any toboggans in the building." And I'm thinking, that's an older white guy. Yo, what you saying? He's like, no toboggans are allowed in the building. I'm like, yo, I don't know what you saying, but yo, we can take it outside if you feel it. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, what you call what you got on your head? I said, a beanie. A beanie? That's a toboggan. I said, oh Lord. That's what I knew.
It's like, I didn't crossed over into a whole different
the South now.
I'm weak. Toboggan, man. Shout out to that dude. But did he actually end up being racist, or was he just like that was just like
it was cool as hell.
Okay.
That's what they say here. That's what they call beanies, toboggans.
Oh wow.
Put your toboggan on, it's cold outside.
I mean cup.
A mug,
I guess. Decent hat. If that's a part of it, the hat, the little trapper hat, fire. I can get down with that.
Hey, I love them. What's those called? Oshinkas?
With this?
Yeah.
I thought these were called trappers.
Oh, I thought it was called a Oshanka. Something like
that. It's so many words are just made up. I swear, bro. Like words are made up. It's whatever we gonna call it. I guess. I mean, I'm not really like the cup thing is like it's cool, but I don't know.
Money grab.
Yeah. Damn, why I keep doing that? We're 803 at. I mean, yeah, this jacket's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna retract.
I was about to say, yeah, we was talking crazy about the print, but yeah, that is tough.
This is tough. I get down with this,
especially for a New York brother.
Swarm returns. Yeah, nah, this hard. Pants, that's where they lost me though. The pants is where they lost me. I don't know what could have saved it though. I don't think you can save it. I'm not like I'm very simplistic when it comes to like the pants that I rock. So like this is just very out of my norm.
Yeah, that's a little crazy looking.
Hoodie tough, very solid. That gray way better. The black is solid too. I like that they did the print got down to like the pockets and everything. Like I like that touch to it. That's different. I know that you said this is like little Golden State Warrior colors.
Yeah, I could get with that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's still like I don't think I'll be able to do it. It's just like this is like special, not even special occasion. This is like the one in, the once in every blue moon I will be able to put a fit together with this.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's tough right there. This one not so much.
Yeah, those colors. Same. We had this conversation about like colorway specific stuff. This is very much so colorway specific. Tough. This is fire. Simple. I know these shirts go resell for crazy, probably like $250 after a drop.
Probably
$3.
I never liked these type of hats. What are these called?
I don't know. Is this a 6-panel?
Yeah, 6-panel. I never liked these.
Yeah,
maybe because my head big as hell. But
nah, I was about to say when I'm especially like with the fro, I'm not getting this over the fro most of the times. Even when I got the braids, I got a big head, so like it's just not happening.
What is it? The braids?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of these beanies at all.
These simple.
It's just it's simple, but it's like I think it's because I just have a big head. Simple, decent,
RZA made sure to let people know that he's in charge of the Wu Tang Clan.
I'll hang this up in the crib. This is gas.
What's that, a skateboard?
Yeah. All right, cool. How you feel about this collection as a whole? I feel like it fits Supreme very well.
Yeah, this is definitely Supreme-ish. Very, very New York. Yeah, I mean, we outside with the Wu. Yeah, this is another fire collab with Supreme, in my opinion.
Yeah, they closing out the year strong.
Yeah,
they've had a pretty good year with the collabs, even just like some of the stuff that they just be releasing, like that's just Supreme stuff. I'm like, damn, like that shit kind of solid.
They had a couple of bomber jackets earlier this year. Some leather jackets. I'm like, goodness gracious, I wish it got cold here. Because it's tough.
It don't get cold up there?
Nah, not really.
Damn, I thought it
bro, last Christmas, I went out my way. I said I'm gonna rock my Coogee sweater. I put this Coogee sweater on. I go to Mom Duke's crib, bro. It's like 69, 70 degrees. Christmas Day. Like this should be illegal.
That's like Texas. But like Texas got hit with like those like freezes, like back-to-back years, like 2020 and 2021 got hit with those freezes back-to-back. And people was like, oh, like, Texas is starting to experience like, but I feel like that last Christmas though, it wasn't cold at all. So yeah, it's about the same here in Texas. Stay pretty humid, about like the 70s, upwards to the 80s is depending. So yeah. I ain't never really lived in a cold climate. I mean, the Bay was cold, but like that's like rainy cold.
Yeah.
I want to live somewhere where it snows just to test it out one time.
Okay. Don't go to Colorado.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It'd be nice up there. All right, cool.
I'm going to Philly next month to visit my little brother. Oh man, I'm just getting mentally prepared for it.
Oh yeah, nah. Wait, you said you going to Philly?
Philadelphia.
Nah, them boys out there, I listen to some Philly drill music. Them boys ain't nothing to play with.
Yes, sir. I'm staying safe. I'm staying anywhere safe.
Yeah, don't bring your most prized possession sneakers, man. Just be safe out there. All right, cool, man. So now, we kind of have an understanding of basis for like type of sneakers you like, how you feel about certain sneakers or just clothes in general. But I'm always curious whenever I sit down with somebody is like, how did you start making content? Like, what was that thing that was like, I think I'm gonna pick up a camera and I think I'm about to start talking in front of it, especially YouTube. YouTube and Instagram is different. It's completely different. You have to show up different. So like, where does it all start for you?
For me, it started honestly about 10 years ago. I just been playing with the idea of doing YouTube, but just never knew what I was going to talk about or what I was going to do. because it's always with YouTube you have to have a niche. Well, allegedly, because nowadays some people are getting huge off of just doing anything. But honestly, I say like this been in the making for like 10 plus years. Everybody would tell me, man, you got a good personality. Why, man, you wasting your time here, especially the old heads at work. They're like, man, you wasting your life away in here, man. You ought to be on the television. You ought to be doing something good with your stuff. So I actually got out with my guy. Somebody invited me to do a podcast. Shout out to Spence. He had a podcast on YouTube, and I just saw the setup, and we was just talking about shoes. And I was like, well, damn, this is easy. So I said, shoot, let me just give it a shot. And so fast forward, here I am.
Was it start on YouTube or is it somewhere else?
No, YouTube.
Okay. So you started YouTube 10 years ago?
No, that just the idea. Just
okay.
Started last year.
Oh damn.
What November
of last year?
But of course I've uploaded stuff. Like I used to do beats. I've uploaded beats. I've uploaded gameplay. Just a video here and there, not consistent with anything. So, but this year was the first time I've been actually consistent uploading and actually had a method to my madness.
Okay, so now this isn't a question that I kind of have, but now I want to like kind of get more into that, because I feel like people sometimes they watch this and like they hear from like some of like their favorite creators, and like I feel like always the question is like, how do I get to that point? Because I remember when I started YouTube, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I was like, my first video trash. I hate watching it because like I'm like
me too.
I hate the way that I was talking, like the way I was cutting up videos. Like this is trash, but like at a certain point, it just started to click. It started to make sense. So like, can you kind of expand on like how that is? Because you have a pretty consistent schedule. You know what you're talking about and all that. So like, how did you work up to that point?
Basically, you mean as far as starting or just like the process?
Like starting and then also staying consistent at it. Like, how did you kind of build up that?
Basically, I finally decided like, after that podcast, I uploaded my first video and I was like, dang, it's horrible. And I think I got like 30 views or something on it. And you never expect, this is advice, never expect people that personally to support you. Just never. But I got a lot of support from people that I knew personally, and it's like, yeah, it was a good video, man, keep going. And then I motivated myself to just keep uploading. Like anytime I buy shoes, like I buy shoes every week, like just make a video, throw it out there. And then it finally clicked that people really don't give a fuck what you got going on. So like once you get to that realization, you get over yourself, because it's always like, man, I look crazy in this video, I sound crazy in this video, man, they're not gonna like this, they're not gonna like this outfit, they're not gonna like this shoe. But once you get over like that, people will see it, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna either scroll or they're gonna like, and then just go on with their life. Once you figure that out and master that, you have mastered taking your first step into becoming a content creator. What I found out as far as actually when I first started my YouTube, I think it's like 50, you have to have 50 subscribers to go live. I always wanted to go live. This is my main key, but they make it to where you have to work. Like you have to upload shorts, you have to upload videos, and get 50 subscribers. So now that I can go live, I like going live more than filming videos. You know how it is filming videos. Like you sit there, you talking to yourself, you making yourself laugh, you making yourself mess up. But with live, it's like you have people you're talking to. You have once you build it up, you got people that come in. I got people that clown on me every other day. So it makes going live worth it to me. I do need to get back to being more consistent with my videos, but yeah, that's my little synopsis. Synopsis.
Two things, because you mentioned damn, what was I about to say? Two things.
Well, when I was talking about people not giving a damn.
Yeah, that hurdle of crossing over, thinking that the people like brother, mom, your partners, your friends, and like everybody supposed to support you. Once you get past that hurdle, I think that's what really like.
Okay.
When I started on Instagram during the pandemic, and like I was like, oh, I'm kind of liking this. I'm being able to get outside and do something like stuck in the house. I can't go to work. They furloughed me from work, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start taking pictures. And I'd be like, damn, bro, you ain't gonna like my picture? I was like, trying to say it to people. I was like, bro, go like this picture, go tap in like XYZ. But then like I started notice like they started getting real annoyed with it. I'm like, damn, like I'm just trying to like be out there. Like I'm just trying to like put myself out there. But then like once I stopped doing that, and then they saw other people wanting to support me that didn't know me from a can of paint. They're like, oh, so you can't follow me back no more, huh? I guess you Hollywood. I'm like, nigga, you knew I had this page for like 5 years, and now you care. So like, that is a major key, because I think everybody starts off thinking like your family is gonna support you, and like that's cool. But I never want my entire base to be people that know me. I would prefer people to be like, they found me, they pulling up to the videos, and like going live is something I just started doing this year. But like having people actively in the chat and you sitting on live for like almost 2 hours, that's value. That's value. And like, Instagram is still cool, but like I don't post over there too often. But like people could just like and move on. If you have somebody attention for 2 hours, you have something way more valuable than a like on Instagram, in my opinion.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
It's dang, what was I gonna say? We've been doing it to each other. What was we just talking about?
Friends supporting, likes, creating content.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Salute to the strangers out there.
The
strangers that see you and they're like, yo, you got something right here. Like it'll be like a random comment on like a video that'll just like, you know what? I want to go make a video today. Let me get my happy ass up and do something. Like it's just those strangers that'll be like, yo, I like this. Keep going. So salute to all the strangers out there. And I try to reciprocate the love too. Like people like you, people, just random people I find on YouTube. Man, this is a good video, bro. Keep going. Like
it go a long way.
Love, bro.
It go a long way. People there's a dude that comments on every single one of my YouTube videos. He like, oh, create a cloth post. I'm about to sit down and watch it. I'm like, oh, thank God somebody's watching this shit.
That's how it is.
Thank God somebody's watching this.
Because at a certain point, you'd be like, man, I ain't about to just keep talking to myself.
Yeah. I mean, before we move on to the next question, though, because I've been pondering on this for a minute. I was on your live. Had about like 25 people in there the entire time, and very active chat, moving, like responding to everything you saying. Because I think like, we live in a world where like there's so many streamers now, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, Kick, like there's people streaming, like people are in the chat. And I think that's a rewarding feeling when you see people actively like keeping up with what you're saying. How do you build up that network of people? I feel like that's a different base than people that watch the videos. I'm sure they watch the videos, but pulling up to a live at like 8 p.m. at night and staying on to 10, that's crazy.
Look, it was funny because I saw the energy to drain it from you. He's like, all right, bro. But honestly, bro, it's between Instagram and YouTube. It was just like it's just a faithful few. Like I promote on Instagram. A lot of people tune in, and I let people know, like, hey, I'm doing this every Monday night, and it's just being yourself, bro. Like people come in there just to like roast me. They know I can take a joke, and I got no choice. You in my chat, so I might as well take it. Right. People say I'm eating armadillo ass, raccoon palms. It's just I think they pull up for a good time, and I'm just here to be myself.
No, that's real.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know if I can how do I say it? I don't know if I get any more people in the chat, like I don't know how I'll be able to handle it, because bro, live streaming like that is extremely difficult. Keeping up with chats, keeping up with what you're gonna say, keeping up with how it is, like you trying to pull up stuff, people mad at you. It's just it's very, very strenuous, but it's rewarding at the same time. Like you say, it's value.
Yeah. If I'll be watching like some of like those big streams, like a Kai Snapchat. I don't want 10,000 people giving their opinion about what I'm doing right now.
No, I would not be able to read all of that.
I would be very comfortable with like a solid 100. That's all. I think I could manage 100, but like getting into like the 10s and the 20s, and obviously it's like active like 100,000 people. No, I'm overly cool.
Crazy.
I think I'm gonna have to take that from your playbook though. So I'm like, I watch your live streams, you know, what you do, and then also what Kick does, and I'm like, okay, like they got a very active chat, it's moving. I think where I fall under, you know, where I know I can do improvement is I don't promote it anywhere. Not on TikTok, not on Instagram. I don't promote it anywhere.
And you got like a crazy amount of followers on IG. Like when you go live, man, post a story, tag a couple of your homies, like you know it's gonna be in there. You know, tag me, I'll repost it. TikTok, hell, you should be able to live stream on all three though. Actually, with Streamlabs.
I think you can do TikTok, but it has to be vertical. But I think you can. Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing I learned. Vertical will get you a lot. It'll get you a lot more views. Like YouTube is pushing the vertical lives.
Really?
What I mean. So, but with that, you'll have like say for my chat, for instance, like I'll have 20, 25 people in there. If I go vertical, I have like 40 to 60, but those extra 20 to 30 are just random kids just on there to troll. So you get a whole bunch of like, oh, it's a black guy. They're running water in Africa. Is there like I'm like, hey yo. So be prepared if you do decide to go live vertical.
Damn, I ain't never noticed that. I might have to test it out.
Crazy, bro.
All right, cool.
Make it clap for us. I'm like, yo.
So clearly, looking at your backdrop, there's a lot of sneakers back there. A lot of sneakers. So I didn't have it here, but I want to ask you two separate questions, but from the same thing. So top 3 Grail sneakers you would buy right now if money was not an issue. Top 3.
Number 1, if money wasn't an issue, that Yeezy 2, the solar red. Is that the black one with the glowing bottom?
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the name is. Hold on.
I think it's the solar red. Yeezy 2.
Solar red, yep.
The Yeezy 2 solar red. I would have that. I would appreciate. I don't know if I would wear it though. It'd probably be more of an art piece, and it probably crumble after all these years. But that's number 1. Number 2, I feel like actually these last 2 probably I would go with a newer silhouette. I would go with that Salehi 1906.
Oh,
the one you got. Oh my goodness. That Magma be what is it? Magma
be hot.
Magma be hot. Oh my goodness. I know people gonna bash me for saying that's a grail, but when you wear a size 12 and they going for almost $2,000, yeah. I still want that shoe. I ain't gonna lie. I almost thought about making payments on it, but against my better judgment, that I better not. And the last one with a newer shoe would probably be the Joe Fresh Goods Anatomy of the Heart 9.
That is a banger.
Man, oh man.
That's how you come into the game, because that was his debut, wasn't it?
Bro,
was debut at the what's the celebrity basketball? What's the shit called? All-Star Weekend. I think it was the All-Star Weekend, like when he announced those or when it was dropped. Crazy.
And of course, I have other like you know, the Nike Total Air Max, Nike Air Max Sensations. That's old stuff. I decided to pull out some new stuff that yeah, I would definitely have if money wasn't the option. Money
you know what's a grail to me that I feel like people kind of forgot about?
What's that?
The Nike Air Max Lunar, like the moon landing ones. Hold on.
You have to show me.
Oh, bro, because they did like the moon landing and then they did the Mars joints. Hold on, here we go, right here. Pull that up, bang bang. Let's do it right. These joints.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember these. Okay,
and they did the Mars land. These are so fire. Bro.
What are these going for now?
Oh, it's probably stupid. Hold on. It's probably so dumb. Yeah, stupid. My size 871, which is not too crazy, but like size 12, almost like 2,700. Yeah.
Yep. Size 12, always getting fucked.
All right, so that was the top 3 that money was an issue. It's honestly been a running pattern, which is kind of messed up because, like, you know, he kind of went out the haywire. But every single time I mention this top 3 on every Kloth Talk, a Yeezy type shoe is mentioned without a doubt. Whether it's the Red Octobers, whether it's the Bapesta College Dropouts, like the Yeezy 2, like it's always one of his shoes in there. But it's like it's still crazy how much weight his name when it comes to sneakers is still like it holds so much weight still.
Bro made an impact in not only sneakers and culture, just culture alone. Like I said, I used to make beats in my mama's kitchen with a banged up PC and a cracked version of Fruity Loops, trying to be Kanye. So it's just him.
Like I had posted a TikTok. I made a YouTube short out of like the Salehi interview, and he was talking about how the Yeezy 350 V2 came about with like the stripe on it.
Yeah,
bro. And this goes to show this is also for content creators. Post your content everywhere. YouTube shorts, reels. If you have a TikTok, post it everywhere. On YouTube shorts, that video got 1.7K. Instagram, it got 3.8. TikTok, it's at 85,000. And I think again, his name, like I knew hearing that story, I had to turn to a short. I put hashtag Kanye, hashtag Salehi, nothing else. That video is taking off, bro. And they just fighting like, oh yeah, he was ahead of his time. He's one of the greatest people we've had in this past decade. I'm just like, I knew the Kanye glaze was going to come.
You know, and there's probably people in there talking about how much they hate Kanye too.
No, absolutely.
I'm the old Kanye.
So did the top 3 grill. What are the top 3 sneakers that you currently own in your closet? Like the ones where you like, these will never leave, even if somebody offered me in the same amount of money.
Oh, that's easy. Number 1, my Nike Air Carnivores, the OG colorway. Hold on. Sorry about that. Got a little tangled up.
Nah, you all good. I'm gonna cut that out anyways.
You probably seen these ugly Nike shoes. One of the ugliest Nike shoes in history, but I absolutely love these right here. These just funky. This just my taste right there. Just so nasty looking. Got that purple.
I don't think I ever seen these.
Yeah, these I think over the last 10 years they got their respect for what they are. But I remember when they originally retroed, everybody's like, yeah, this is ugly. Don't nobody want them. But these definitely one of my grails. I wore these a lot, and I'm gonna keep these even though they're starting to separate. Love the Nike Air Carnivores.
When did those drop?
These retroed 2010.
Okay.
But they originally dropped in 94.
They look like some white man can't jump sneakers.
Yeah, bro.
Those fire though.
Number 2, this is recency bias, but these ain't going nowhere. Man, these 17s right here.
Hey, shout out to the 17, man.
Get about it. The thing is, like, I feel like sneakers right now, well, Jordans right now have been overly saturated with the 4s. Jordan 4s every year, every month, Jordan 4s dropping. You kind of lose respect for like the later models. I'm also looking for a Jordan 20. The Jordan 20 will be in this collection soon. But yeah, glad the 17s are back. Absolutely love this shoe. Yeah, this wouldn't go anywhere. The last one, I don't know. The last one. Okay, I'll just pick this one. Oh, I got two.
Might as well just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one first. This one is from 2005. One of the shoes that I would say made me, led to me being a sneakerhead, not being able to have them around that time. These are the Mellows, the 5.5s. These came out when I was in middle school from 2005. I'm
about to say you could. Oh, dang! I ain't never seen those either.
This is basically a fusion, but it's between the 5 and the 6. And Mello hooped in these. I want to say not his rookie year, but the year after. But these was always fire to me. In middle school, of course, a bunch of people had these, and Mom Dukes was not going for it. I recently had these re-glued. I did a video. I do a series called Retro Hunter, and this is one of the shoes I found for a good deal. And I wore these for the video, and these crumbled on me. And so I recently had these re-glued, but I probably will never wear these again. But these ain't going nowhere either.
Damn, you showing some stuff. I ain't never the carnivore. Those I ain't never seen those.
One more. Last but not least, I know you said 3, but these right here also led me to being a sneakerhead. These are the Mike Vick 3s.
Oh wow!
During his prime, when he was in the NFL, these came out. I love this design. Shout out to E. Scott Morris. E. Scott Morris is the designer of these, a black designer. And he followed me on the gram. He gave me a lot of advice. Salute to him. But these right here, crazy. Like I said, 05, Vic was at the top of his game. And of course, being from Virginia, this was one of them ones. Mom Dukes was not having it. This will not leave my collection. These released 2005. This is the 2015 retro. It's about time for another retro Nike. I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? I also have the original version of these, but they're all crumbled up, as you would imagine. But yeah, these right here, fire.
Nah, you putting me on some game. I usually could think about like, somebody got some sneakers. They probably got like some Yeezys or like probably like some Jordan 1s. Like those, every single shoe you just showed me, I'm like, oh, I've never heard people really talk about those.
Yeah, yeah. One thing about me, bro, I don't buy. But like we was talking about earlier, I don't buy for hype. I buy for what I like and stuff that actually means something to me. So those big, forget about it. The Mellows, forget about it. Hell, recently I just bought some T-Max. I think you saw the post. I bought some T-Max with the strap on. They over there somewhere. Yeah, yeah. I just bought that means something to me, and I ain't never been a real hype guy. I mean, I have my moments, but yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's important too. I think that's like why certain people are able to foster their relationship with their audience a little bit more, because like I love sneakers, but I also love other things. Like I have 7 pairs of clogs. I don't really know too many other people like buying multiple pair of clogs, but I genuinely like clogs. So it's like when you find something that you like and it's not the norm, I think people now know they can go to you when it comes to that information. So I'm sure if they re-drop those Mike Vicks or like they drop those Mellows again, people go DM me, bro, they finally retro and like they fostered and they connected that to your channel. Because like when Supreme dropped that Jabot collab, I got like 20 DMs that day. I didn't even have to go search for that information.
Jabot was the shit back in the day, bro.
Man, bro, Jabot's still that shit. They just need to.
Yeah, facts.
They just need to get back to that what made them who they were.
Does Jabot have a website? Speaking of,
yeah, but it's like they're only in I forget the name of the country. They're only in one country at the moment. Okay. Like it's not like as global as it used to be.
Yeah, look, I asked you that because I just found out that who was it? I know I was looking for some Evisu jeans.
Okay.
Evisu actually has a website that is up and running, making brand new stuff. Like as
really,
I thought it was only like I'm on eBay, I'm on Grail, like looking for Evisus. My boy was like, "Yeah, I found some on the website the other day." I'm like, "The website?" And that was just crazy to me. And Iceberg, I don't know, Iceberg a little further back, but
Iceberg,
they still make clothes. Like the Bugs Bunny,
like the cartoon characters.
yeah, from the 90s. I didn't know Iceberg was still around. So yeah, that's why I asked you if they still had a website.
Yeah, I know my homie, he be collecting like Avisu jeans. You said what?
Coogee still got a website.
Oh,
making new stuff. I didn't know.
Coogee had a chokehold.
Yeah.
On the Bay Area for a cool little second. They had my brother had this snake Coogee hoodie, and it had like rhinestones for the snake eyes, and like, bro, it was that. I wish to this day we still had that jacket, bro. It was insane. Now I'm thinking about all these brands. So I'm like, I got like a few like Ed Hardy pieces, and
yeah, shout out to Ed Hardy.
Damn, what's that other?
Yo,
it's
crazy to me that Ed Hardy's making a comeback. Ed Hardy,
yeah,
like
I think people are chasing that. They chasing that early 2000 aesthetic bad right now. They chasing that aesthetic bad because even like True Religion as having like a resurgence.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, they having a resurgence for sure.
Like, I'm bro, sure I remember my first when I first made eBay. Like my first eBay account is like from 2010. I was buying True Religion off of there. I was buying Polo, like, and to see it back is crazy.
Man, I'm Fat Farm about to make it.
Yeah, South Pole Fat Farm.
And that's speaking of. Before we move on to the next question, speaking of, I remember like going with my cousin, hopping on trains to go meet people that he met off Craigslist to swap Jordans. Like I remember like he was trying to get like some Aqua 8s back in the day, and like just the idea of meeting somebody on Craigslist, having a shoe that you want, and then telling y'all to like meet up at this specific location because we didn't really have too many phones. It was just wild to think about.
That was the time.
Or like 23 is back and like looking up the latest drops on. Oh my god, bro!
Look, funny you bring up Craigslist. I was just talking about I had an 85 Monte Carlo SS with T-tops. I brought it off Craigslist. I was telling somebody, and he was like, Craigslist. He's like, damn, OG. I'm like, nah, this was recent. Well, it wasn't real. It was like 2014, but in my mind it was recent. But
no, that's when I'd be like, oh, I just got in the house and I've been in the house for like 3 hours. So somebody,
you know.
All right, cool. So we talked about, overall how you build your community and how you foster the relation that you have with the people that's like in your community. But like, what do you think some of the challenges are that you face being on social media? Because I know for me personally, I feel like reach is always like the reach is really good some days, and the reach is really bad some days. Or like, sometimes I even get like brain farts on like what I even want to post. So like, what are some of the challenges you face, like just maintaining your multiple social media accounts?
Actually, I try not to manage my multiple, to be honest with you. Sometimes I post stuff on IG, but I usually leave IG for like fits or just random stuff. Just basically what it's for, just to communicate with people. But like you said, YouTube it's a crapshoot. Like one day you'll just get a crazy amount of reach. The next day it's like, nah, we bearing you under the algorithm. But that's one of the challenges. Another challenge I would say is me personally, I say procrastination, because it's like you'll have a video recorded, you think it's ready to go, then you get to editing, you be like, man, this is hell. Like I don't like it. Like the other day we was talking about, like I had one video, I was out of focus the whole video.
Oh my.
So it's like just like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna put this out. I gotta re-record it. Then by the time you do that, you're like, man, forget about this. And then like in your mind, you're thinking like, dang, if I would have uploaded that like a day earlier, I would have done better. But fortunately for me, I think I've garnered the following that, they're waiting. Like they can wait on a video. Like I don't have to be the first out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I say that. What's another challenge? Oh, another challenge. Two of these 3 challenges are myself. I also find myself like wanting to venture out to other stuff. And I just don't know if how my support would take it because I talked to you about it. Like some days I want to do hip-hop videos. Like some Some days I want to do other stuff, but I just notice I'm constantly growing, and you kind of think about your platform and your supporters while you're growing, because that's like when I first started. I was doing a lot of shorts. I was going short crazy. Then I moved to videos. Now I'm on live stream. So it's like it's ever evolving. So yeah, that's something.
It's kind of like something becomes the main thing, and then like the rest kind of get like left in the And I feel like the thing about YouTube, which I feel like is like why I post weekly now, the people that's there to watch it, whether it's like a fucking video of me talking about clogs or a sneaker that's not as hype as like other sneakers, the people that's going to genuinely watch the video, they're just there for hear you talk about some shit. Exactly. They're not even caring about, like, they might not even like the shoe, they might not like the clothes, but like you've become that person that they get, whether it be like information about sneakers or, you know, this about, like, they just care about the person necessarily. And I think me accepting that has definitely helped me kind of just be like, man, just talk about whatever you want to talk about, because the people that's going to be there to support, they're going to show up as, we're just here to support you regardless. Right.
I got to keep that in mind.
Nah, most definitely, bro. I think you would be surprised if you was like, because even I started doing like just food reviews again as like a YouTube short meta, and it's like it's starting to garner more views. So I started even thinking about like, can I do like a full video where it's like a full day of eating in Austin? But I'm gonna kind of just hold off this.
Hey, I got that too, boy. That would be fire.
So yeah, no, I feel you about that though, because like, you know, I feel like sometimes we just kind of get boxed into like, no, you're just sneakers. Shut up. Like, dribble the ball and shoot. Like, but I think like the people that be in your live streams, they gonna hear you talk about fucking Arby's steak nuggets all they want to. Like they just there to hear you talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
Facts. I keep that in mind.
And kind of just like to end it off, I think I always want to leave it with some inspiration for, you know, people who are like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin. I don't know if I got the right equipment. I don't know if like they keep finding more reasons not to start making and go on their content. No, facts. They keep making excuses not to get on their content journey. So like, what would you say to somebody that's out there? It's like, what are like the main things, the main pieces of advice you would give to somebody that's like, I just want to start, but I don't know what to do?
Man, bro, I started with a camera phone. I started mine with a camera phone. And I mean, I had this set up, but it wasn't, you know, nothing crazy. But the main thing is just start, bro. You got to start somewhere. I know it's cliche, but you got to start somewhere. 2, don't expect your family or your friends to support you. Just do this as a hurdle that you have to accomplish for yourself. And 3, I would say, yeah, nobody's worried about you. Like, don't overthink it. People gonna watch it. Either they're gonna like it or they just gonna just click off, because yeah, people don't be worried about it. People got their own things going on. Everybody's got their own life going on, and that ties into family not supporting you. Well, you don't feel like they supporting you. People got their own lives, man. So I wouldn't take it personal. And yeah, don't overthink yourself. You're gonna drive yourself crazy overthinking. That'd be my advice.
Yeah, and then it's also gonna be dope because when they come back and they see people supporting, you're gonna be like, "Oh, cuz you don't rock with me." No, I don't.
Oh, I am Hollywood now. All that.
Oh, bro, but I appreciate it, bro. You could have been doing anything else this weekend. I mean, it's a Sunday. You could have been kicking back. I appreciate you. Just chopping it up with me, chopping it up to my supporters. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. Real solid, a good guy.
I'm a decent man.
Decent man. But it's been a pleasure, bro. But you already know this ain't gonna be the last time we talk. So this is just like just catch you on the next live type joint.
Yes,
we need to figure out. I want to do like a meetup with a bunch of other creators, but I just feel like that take a lot of work. We need to go to ComplexCon or something.
Yeah, we definitely need to do a meetup, man. I feel like you, Kicknology, Lou, like a bunch of people, like we would, it'd be a crazy meetup.
Nah, for sure.
Especially us trolling you.
Oh, brother. All right, bro. I appreciate you joining. It's been a dope time. I feel like honestly, the way you talked about your content, I know that's gonna help somebody overall. Just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get out there and see what happens from it. Because you'll be surprised what will happen if you just upload once a month.
Put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. But without further ado, like I always do, I will catch y'all in that next one.
But I love the way you work it. Hey, I love the way you work it for me.